Let's talk about rapid decelerations, also known as quick stops. So what is this? This is a maneuver that we use in order to honestly practice a couple of things. Yes, it does have a practical application. However, it's mostly about mastering flying a helicopter, and it also somewhat prepares you for auto rotations. So how does this technique work? You're flying along in an air taxi, and typically you want to be going at least 40 knots. You're going to be, say, 25 to 40 feet in the air, and then you're going to try to stop. Now, it's called a rapid deceleration or quick stop, but the reality is you actually want to have this be pretty smooth. So you're going to apply aft cyclic. You're simultaneously going to lower the collective just a little bit because you don't want to balloon up here in position 3. You want to just stay at this altitude. So as I pull back on the cyclic, I will smoothly drop the collective just a little bit. I might have to put in a little bit of right pedal to keep the nose pointed straight. And this starts to sound an awful lot like an auto rotation entry because it's very similar. And then once I've gotten rid of most of that forward motion, then I'm going to start leveling, and I am going to descend pretty steeply down to the ground. And typically we'll do a power recovery at the end of this. So what are some common problems that people have with this maneuver? They lower the collective without putting in that aft cyclic, and that causes the nose just to drop. They initially apply too much aft cyclic, and they balloon. They climb up a little. Also, sometimes they don't control that rate of deceleration. They just kind of go way too fast. They're like, it's a quick stop. Well, it's a slow and smooth stop. And that's the way you want it to be. And then other things that can happen, sometimes people will let the helicopter stop forward motion, but they have the tail really low. And you get this weird kind of tail slide action. Sometimes people have a hard time maintaining the rotor RPM, or you might wait too long to apply that collective during the recovery, where now you're going to overspeed or over torque at the end of it. You might not have enough clearance over the terrain. You might have some fishtailing and some erratic motion, or you can have an excessively high nose attitude. So that is the rapid deceleration or quick stop. All right, let's go ahead and fly some rapid decelerations, aka quick stops. So I'm going to start by picking up my helicopter as I normally do, bringing the power up to the bottom of the green. Start pulling some collective, rolling it off a little bit. Picking her up, starting an air taxi. So I'm going to get it going in my air taxi here. And normally we say we're looking for around 40 knots or better in the air taxi for the quick stop. there where I am, and I'm going to go in 3, 2, 1. Bring down that collective a little bit of aft. Just kind of trying to arrest that forward speed and then bring it to the ground in a nice steep descent. So a couple of things you're trying to do here is you're trying not to balloon as you come down, and you're trying not to yaw around this guy too much. Let's try another one of those real quick. All right, entering in 3, 2, 1. Flaring a little bit. And starting that steep descent. Just bringing it down. Right to the ground. And that's how you do that.